Man, hold up. Welcome back. This your boy Reckless Talk with the Reckless Talk Podcast, Reckless Talk Sports Podcast, Reckless Talk Management and Promotions, A1 Music Empire, Houston City Beat. We are the storytellers of Houston. Man, we are here. Episode 136, kicking it with hip hop artist A.B. DaVinci. What's going on, my guy?
What is the deal, man? Good to see you again.
Man, it's great seeing you, my guy. For real, for real. Real quick before we get started, man, I can give a shout out to my sponsors. Big shout out to Otto's Root Beer, the greatest root beer on earth, brewed in Huntsville, Texas by Brew Nation. Always support local. And of course, we have J-Rack Distribution and LLC. Without you guys, people won't be getting what they need around the world. And of course, the greatest burgers on earth, Smash Wagon out of Beaumont, Texas. And it goes good with Otto's Root Beer. And our newest sponsor, Hoodlum Nature Records. Appreciate every single one of y'all. We are live on YouTube, YouTube Music, and Facebook. So if you rock with us on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button. If you rock with us on Facebook, love, comment, share. Let's get these artists' names out there. And if you're rocking with us on YouTube Music, truly appreciate you guys. My podcast goes where you go. All right, let's get started, man. I'm excited for this one, man. What's going on, brother?
Shit, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. Just got back to the crib. Loaded up for the podcast. Came back from HEB. Got some barbecue shit. Finna get my barbecue night started after this. So I'm kicking it.
I'm hungry as fuck. Shit. Let's talk about, man, this Afro Man tour you just came off. A big shout out to 1836 for putting that together. Let's talk about the Afro Man tour and how was it opening up for Afro Man and being on the road with everybody?
That Afro Man tour, that was crazy. That was probably like the best lineup of shows I've ever done, like thus far in my career. We've had an Afro Man tour last year, and we got to do 3 shows last year. And then I think it was a total of maybe 4, 5 at the most, and it had to get cut short due to some health complications, really, on behalf of Afro Man. But he bounced back, you know what I'm saying? God bless. And he came at it again this year. So This year was a success, obviously, man. Like it was what, 20 plus now? Like I don't know how many cities, almost like 20 cities. It was I lost count.
It was like damn near 30 cities.
Word, you see what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Y'all went all around I didn't stay on the full circuit. Y'all took it to the finish line, dog. Y'all went all the way to Hollywood. Literally, they went to Hollywood with it. Jay Reckless and them go to Hollywood.
Man.
That shit was live, man. Salute to y'all. But
man, appreciate it, but that was dope, man. For real.
That shit was large. Y'all look fucking like stars out there, man. For real.
Yo, I felt like it, man. Like I tell people, man, I host all these concerts and all these festivals, everything we got going. And it's one thing to get love from your city, you know what I mean? But when you go halfway across the country and not one soul knows you and every single person in that fucking club is rocking with you and going crazy with you, it's dope. You know what I mean? It's real, real dope.
For sure.
What would you say was your favorite experience or your favorite moment from this past tour?
The probably, man, shout out to San Antonio, shout out to Waco, shout out to all the other cities, but Austin, Texas, that Austin, Texas show was a vibe, dog. Like the whole night, that shit was lit. The crowd was engaged 100%. They were, you know what I mean? They were showing love from the jump to the openers, all the way to Afro Man. You know, of course, it got packed out for Afro Man, but the crowd was there that night. They was fully supportive. Austin's always a vibe. I love that show. Best show I've ever done, hands down.
Yo, big facts. Austin was live as fuck. So big shout outs to Austin and everybody that came through because, man, people showed up early and it was hot. You know what I mean? Big shout outs to the venue. I don't remember the venue name, but they had them little spray mist fans all over the place. You know what I mean? It was definitely a dope scenery, dope event, dope vibe, man. So I definitely agree. Austin was definitely the dopest spot on tour. And I'm not hating on any other city, you know what I mean? Big shout outs to every other city. But I'm gonna be real, man. It's Hollywood for me, bro.
Yeah, I can imagine, bro. How was that? How was the Hollywood show? Tell us about that.
Man, it was a major blessing, bro. Man, without even start, you just see the smile, right? Like, it was dope, man. You know, we got invited out by Afro Man. You know what I mean? We was actually in New Mexico on Monday, the last stop on Monday for tea. And we get a phone call saying that Afro Man wants us there, you know what I mean? So instead of heading home Tuesday morning, we ended up going to Vegas for a few days because we was only 10 hours from California. And it's crazy, but we got to Vegas. I found out Afro Man put another show together out there. You know what I mean? So we just went to show love, you know what I mean? Big shout outs to Phil and shit, you know what I mean? We went to show love, and I get there, and the promoter was like, I need artists. A bunch more artists didn't show up. So I'm like, T-Stan next time. I'm like, well, my artist got off tour with Afro Man. He was like, give the DJs music. I'm like, bet. And then how I end up hosting that so that show in Vegas was Afro Man's birthday celebration, one of his birthday celebration concerts. And how I end up hosting that, I noticed when one of the artists went on stage, no one announced him. He literally grabbed the mic and announced himself. So I went up to the promoter. I was like, y'all don't have a host or nothing? And he was like, nah. I said, man, I'll tell you what, for Afro Man, I'll do it for free. You know what I mean? So Afro Man liked what I did, gave me a shout out and shit. And next thing you know, I'm in Hollywood hosting his official birthday party.
That's how it's done, man. That's how it's done. You got to put yourself out there.
Facts. Big shouts to AG 1836. Big shouts to Troy Stone, man, for really making all that happen, man. Because without them, it's really wouldn't happen. I also want to thank all our sponsors for that making that happen. The J Vaz Show, Real Talk 100, A1 Music Empire, Something Real Barbecue, Real Talk 100 Radio. I know I mentioned a few. Smash Wagon, Otto's Root Beer. Can't forget Otto's Root Beer. J-Rag Distribution. And so big shout outs to everybody, man. But in saying that, we both have a special announcement. We're gonna save it for later though. All right, we're gonna pack that up in a bag because we got a dope announcement for everybody. Everybody that's watching, man, we truly appreciate y'all. Go ahead and share. And if you're watching in the future, we appreciate y'all. In saying that, let's get it started, man. Tell everybody where you're originally from and what was it like growing up in your city.
I'm originally from Corpus Christi, Texas. Specifically, if you want to get real, like specific, my family and I were from Robstown, Texas, which is like a little outskirt of Corpus, about maybe a 30-40 minute drive outskirt, a little small barrio. And then we moved into like the main city of Corpus when I was like 6 years old. You know what I'm saying? Moved into the Oso Park, you know what I'm saying, neighborhood. So that's where I was born. That was where I was raised. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah.
So how would you say, how did you get into music? Like I know between your mom and dad, you know what I mean, they all listen to some old school, some storytellers, some lyricists. So would you say with your upbringing, did that help mold your career, and how did you get started?
Yeah, absolutely. I would consume music, you know what I'm saying, like since I was a kid, and I would be a fan of a lot of the major icons like Michael Jackson, Prince, and then I started getting into R&B, hip hop. My uncles introduced me to Scarface and Snoop Dogg when that was hot. And I just came up on music, and I had appreciation for all kinds of genres, from like oldies, blues, country even. And that helped me, like from a rapper, it helped me not to run out of material. Like I learned how like almost any day of your life could be a story, could be another song. So I learned from like a lot of great writers, like Ray Charles, like Patsy Cline, like Johnny Cash, as well as hip hop artists and great MCs. I also had a background of just like a lot of good music in general to really like build a good foundation and appreciation of just good songwriting. Yeah, and then of course, as a kid, I'm there trying to lean forward like Michael Jackson and Smooth Criminal, and you know what I'm saying, have dreams of rocking like the fucking Pepsi stage and have just people, like as a kid, especially one looking for acceptance, you know what I'm saying, like in the new city, trying to like dodge like a lot of shit going on outside of the neighborhood, like, and you have like these aspirations, like these big dreams, you know what I mean? Like you don't see yourself doing it, but we found hip hop, you know what I mean? Like I can't sing, I can't do a lot of things like my idols, but I found hip hop and I just started working on that craft, and that I fell in love with it, from breakdancing, DJing, MCing, and we here now.
Yo, shouts to Dusty Hayes tuning in, man. What's going on, my guy? Another dope ass artist. Breakdancing, man. Let's talk about some of your other talents outside of music. So you got breakdancing. If I'm not mistaken, you did karate. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, man. Well, Taekwondo, like to be specific, since I was 6 years old. When we moved from Robstown to Corpus, like it was kind of like a rough landing, to tell you the truth. Like I didn't get the warmest welcome and shit. Like I was like, just to not beat around the bush. Like I was a softer kid compared to my peers, because I was like a prince in Robstown. Like a lot of people compare like Robstown to like hard times, but I was just surrounded by love, family, like a lot of OGs. It really didn't like let nothing happen to me. You know what I'm saying? And then when we were, my mom's and them was the first to move to Corpus to kind of like start a better life. And we moved to Oso Park. And and straight up, you know what I mean? Like I had to learn how to defend myself, I had to learn to fight. So I got enrolled in Taekwondo since I was 6, and I've been doing this ever since, man. I've been training boxing, kickboxing. Shout out to CCPOA, it's my boxing stable. Shout out to Choice Taekwondo, Master Neely, Family Martial Arts. You know what I mean? All the gyms and dojos I've been a part of and competed with. Yeah, man, it's one of my passions.
Yo, I see why you shared that post, man, about that boxing thing, bro. I definitely want in on that for real, for real.
Yeah. Hey man, let it out there, man. Get it out there. It's better. You know what I mean? It's I think it does solve things. People say fighting don't solve anything. I think, you know what I mean? I think a good scrap could, like a fair one, you know, as they used to call it, could solve a lot of things sometimes.
I definitely agree, man. Like if people want to pull pum-pums out and, you know what I mean, you want to stab people and everything. It's like throw them hands like we used to do back. I remember growing up as a kid, we used to stand in the squares on the sidewalks.
Yep. You know
what I mean? And just throw hands. You know what I mean? And then smoke a blunt after. You know what I mean?
I was taking L's, bro. Like I'm far from undefeated. I mean, I was, you know what I mean? I was like a buck soaking wet. You know what I mean? Like I took an L's, but it was I never felt no type where I got to go back and get the strap. You know what I mean? Like that's just crazy, dog. It ain't that serious.
For real. But what would you say? At what age did you realize, you know, it's like, you know what, I got crazy talent. I'm crazy talented, and this is what I want to do with my life.
Man, I don't know if I've even I don't know if I have that high of opinion of myself, to tell you the truth, man. Like, shout out to all my support group. You know what I mean? Shout out to all my homeboys who really kept it real, who told me that I had talent, but told me what I needed to work on. You know what I mean? And shout out to my moms for always believing in me, and my pops, a lot of my family members. But me, like when I first started, I didn't like to hear my own recordings. I mean, I just loved doing it. I loved the process more than the finished product. Like I loved rapping. I love being in the studio. I love writing and creating art. And then when I hear it, I would hear something. But my folks, they would dig it. You know, they'd be like, "Yo, that's tight, bro." I showed all my friends. I'd be like, "All right," you know. But I just kept at it. And now I'm at the point where like I'm starting to gain confidence. Like that's crazy because I've been at it for a while, but I feel like I'm just now finding myself in this shit. But if anyone has that opinion of me, man, thank you so much. Like I'm humbled by it, because in no way do I think I know how you're supposed to be in rap, you know what I'm saying? But in no way do I think maybe that's a good thing, because it keeps me always working at it. You feel me? Because I don't get comfortable, I don't get lax, but I don't think I'm fucking.
Well, I'm gonna say, man, I ain't got no reason to lie to you. You the shit, my guy.
Thank you.
You the shit.
Thank you,
like
bro.
real shit. The first night, let's go back to the tour. First night I met you in San Antonio. Number one, you're the only artist throughout this whole tour that doesn't play their background music. You know what I mean? You're totally different from any other artist. Yo, we got Matt in the building. What's going on, my guy? Your whole cadence, your delivery, your stage presence, the way you work the crowd, your lyric. I don't say this much, but you're truly a lyrical genius. You know what I mean? That's why I told you and Bobby Blessing and one of my artists need to link up, because y'all could make some magic together. For real. So, man, stop being so humble, bro. Own that shit. You the shit. Like,
thank
just
you,
100%. You the shit, bro. Like when I first seen you perform, I was blown away. You know what I mean? I was blown away. I'm like, all right, cool. We got a lyricist in the motherfucking building. You know what I mean? Yo, what's going on? My guy Al B. Y'all check it out. Al B's birthday party, Block birthday party. It's in September. I don't want to give the wrong date. September 23rd. Y'all be there. I'm covering media for. Yeah, bro, you definitely bring something. Your energy's dope as fuck. Your energy's super dope. You know what I mean? So, man, own that shit. Own it. You know what I mean?
You, man. Appreciate you.
I love that you humble, man. Own that shit.
That's
it's
what my label
September
keeps telling
21st,
me.
everybody.
That's what the label keeps telling
Real
me. That's
shit.
what AG and Kirby. You know what I mean? You met Kirby out there at the Austin show.
Yeah.
But that's what they all keep saying, man. And I guess to answer your question, I started rapping about 2000 and in the 2000s. Almost gave away my age up in it. I started rapping fresh out of high school. You know what I'm saying? I was in other art and like the other aspects of hip hop before, like it's out like pop locking. I wasn't no like 360 spinning crazy, but I could hold my own. And then like when the real big dogs in the B-boy cipher came in, I would I would let them take over. And I was kind of nice with the spray can, but nothing like my boy Merc. I was all right with the turntables, but nothing like DJ Coop in them and Devious. But rapping, I kept getting feedback like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and I was like, all right, so I'll drop a tape, and then, but all right, I'll drop another tape. You know what I'm saying? So thank you. But yeah, it was around like fresh out of high school when I sold my DJ equipment. Me and my late best friend, Francisco Mora, rest in peace. We started like hustling 6 different ways to get that studio money. I'll age myself a little bit. It's when studio was like studio time was a grip. Like before everyone had a home studio, it was like $35 to $50 an hour. So you better know your shit. And I guess that's where a lot of my live delivery comes from, and my ability to spit a whole verse basically is because I came up in a time where you were on the clock with that shit like 50 an hour. So you better be able to spit that shit, man. So
real shit,
yeah.
though. Real shit. And then like you said, 50 an hour, and a lot of studios they booking 4 to 6 hours minimums. You know what I mean?
Straight up. Exactly. So
you spending some money for real.
And you kind of punch in.
Man, let's talk about performances, man. You know what I mean? You got quite a few shows under your belt, a few tours and stuff. What would you say has been your most memorable performance?
I gave Austin a shout out. That was for sure like one of the best, like just personal performance. Like when I look at it on tape, that Austin show and the feedback was dope for sure, like I said. But other than that, Jingle Jam, I want to say like 2 Christmases ago, Jingle Jam, when we opened up for the Yin Yang Twins in Corpus Christi, Texas, Brewster Street Ice House. It was kind of like a homecoming show. Like I hadn't performed. I'd been in Austin for a while, and I hadn't performed in my hometown in like a few years. So I kind of felt like the love. I kind of felt like people was like, yo, AB is gonna be performing in town. You know what I mean? Like people was hitting me up, like, when are you coming down, cuz? Are you coming down? So there's footage of that show as well. And it was the same night we dropped the So Far video, and the crowd was like a sea of people. You know what I'm saying? I was throwing merch. People was, all jumping for the merch. Like one of them things that make you feel good as an artist. The feedback was crazy. The crowd was huge. The Yin Yang Twins killed it, of course, and it was in my hometown, man. And I'd never really gotten that kind of love from my hometown up until that point. I guess like I had, but like in smaller scales, if you will. But that was the first time like see a people and shit. It was dope. So shout out to Brewster Street Eye House. Shout out to Take 'Em Out ENT. Drippy Drew put that together. Rest in peace, his father Andy Munoz, who put us on that show and really linked us up with 1836 and shit. So yeah, Take 'Em Out ENT. Shout out to them for that show. That was tight.
Hell yeah, already. Yo, big shout out to my guy, Dion Garcia, CEO of A1 Music Empire, my big brother and mentor. What's going on, bro? I already know this answer because I've seen you do it. How do you engage a crowd that's not really, I'm not going to say not into your act, but, being on tour together, we've been to a few cities where the crowd just wasn't engaging for shit, no matter how hot the artist was. So how do you handle that, and how do you get them to engage?
I pull the AB Quintanilla and tell him off, and no, I'm saying, no, I'm just playing. Don't do that. I don't know, man. How did I do it? I'm not sure, man. I stay focused. I stay locked in, and I stick with the motto. Whether it's 5 or 500 people, rock that shit. Rock that 5 like it's 500, and the 500 will come eventually. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to give this. I mean, sometimes you can't help but only like put out what you're getting back. So it is kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie with the empty floor, but mentally I'm performing to 5,000 people every time. And I try to maybe a little bit of Jedi mind tricks and reverse psychology, because I think a lot of artists put a lot of pressure for people to come up front. And they kind of start demanding. And I kind of feel like people got the right to kick back and like enjoy their drink or their time with their lady and listen to music simultaneously. And just, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm not an idol. I'm music. You know what I mean? I'm entertainment. Like, let's be real. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a star. I'm music. So if you want to just be there chilling, that's cool. But I'm going to win you over. One of these things is going to make you go like, yo, what the fuck you say? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, hold up. Let me hear this guy. You know what I mean? And I start seeing, I look. And I kept my glasses on these shows so I could see the crowd, because I take them hoes out if I don't have contacts and shit. But I kept them on because I wanted to see how, you know, how receptive they were being. And I saw that happen. Like in the San Antonio show, it was more like just a kickback kind of crowd. But after a while, you know what I mean? There was like, you see,
and that's the city I'm talking about right now. That's what I was about to bring up. Because that's the city I was referencing with that question. San Antonio was a dope vibe. It was more people sitting back but still vibing. You know what I mean? But as soon, big shout out to the Bajillionaires, that first act. Big shout out to them, because even with them, like, they were dope as fuck. It wasn't much people on the dance floor, but people was laughing and vibing in their seats. So when it comes to you to get on stage, I noticed like more people got up. Man, it's your stage presence, it's your energy. You know what I mean? Your energy alone and your stage presence, and then 30 seconds into your set, it's like, oh shit, this dude got some bars. You know what I mean? And that's when I started noticing people from going sitting down, just rocking their head, to looking, to pulling phones out, to standing up. You know what I mean? So your energy alone gets the crowd involved. Because I was gonna make a comment, but we're gonna leave it alone because there was some artists there that had no business being there. But in saying that, you dope as fuck, man. You super, super dope. What would you say? What would be one of the? What were the artists you want to work with? Let's start with that one. What artists, dead or alive? What would be one of your dream artists to work with, collab with?
Man, like how ambitious can we get with this? You know,
ambitious as you want. Let's go.
Shit, like the goats that are still living, for sure. Because a lot of the goats that are goats now, they were like not considered the goat when I came up listening to them. They were just like my favorite roster. So like, I would love to do a song like everyone I came up doing, listening to, like Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying? All the way to new stars like Cole, like the Kisses and the Cole of the world, the lyricists, you know what I'm saying? The top-notch lyricists, for sure, all of them. Like Corrupt, like, which I think is feasible. You know what I mean? Like, I think you could probably highlight Corrupt, hand him a few racks, and maybe get a verse. Like, I would like to do some shit like that with just like slept on lyricists that we came up on. Kind of like who used to do that a lot, like Currency would always put like a bunch of slept on lyricists on his tapes and kind of bring them back, like Styles P, you know what I'm saying, like bring new life into them. I would like to do that for some OGs, and then of course collab with people of the new generation, of course. But lyricists, man, I would like to collab with any lyricists out there. Vibe-wise, so I think I'd make a good record with, like, and it's totally feasible because the label fucks with them tough, would be Baby Bash. I like to do a song with Baby Bash. I don't care what nobody says, man. Like, I know he's not Lyrical Miracle, but Baby Bash has hits that like are in my playlist every day. Like, I think he's a dope representation for our culture and our people. You know what I'm saying? And was one of the first to put like Hispanics on the map like that, and has always been respectable, and was always kind of like stayed out the way but got his paper. And say the truth, it's kind of like the career I would like, you know what I'm saying? Like to have those forever songs, to be able to fucking, I assume he can still go and chill and have like a normal life, but people know his music for sure. He's known for his music, not so much like a celebrity because of extra shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
fact.
I would like to do that.
I think it'd be a dope collab. You and Immortal Technique.
That'd be crazy. That's like one I'd probably like rewrite my verse a few times and shit. Like,
that would be dope. I think both of y'all would complement each other too, man. For real.
And Bobby Bless. Let's get Bobby Bless in the booth.
Doing Bobby Bless. Another one of my artists, Kenny Gemini. Man, there's some artists out there I would love to see you work with, man. I'll definitely connect you with them, man, because they, like I said, y'all styles definitely complement each other. Talking about music and style, man. Let's get into one of your tracks real quick. Let me pull it up. We're gonna run with Belly first. So we'll go ahead and run it, and then we'll talk about your creative process. Y'all check it out.
Yeah.
You can hear it? Can y'all hear it? AB.
Yeah, I could hear it. I get my bad. I'm muting myself. I could hear it. Checking these comments. Hey, thank you everyone for tapping in, man. Shout out to Dion, my boy Point. Shout out to Mr. Rilla. Long live Merc Rock. Shout out to Albert. Hey, appreciate everyone tapping in, man. Dusty Hayes. Yeah, let's run it. Yeah.
All right, but I can't hear it on my end for some reason. So I'm gonna jump out and jump back in. Check it out.
DVINCI. Let me talk to him.
Check it out.
Word in my city, yeah, they all know I'm illy with it. I've been had stake in the game like I'm from Philly with it. They stay talking that cheese, but yo, we really get it. Motivational means not, we really live it. They throwing shots at the kid, but yo, beat the pivot. I throw a few back, sweep the leg and leave them limping. I'm on a mission for presidents like I'm Oswald. I stay serving that raw, giving you lockjaw. I got you tweaking and geeking, your heart skipping beats. The street fiends eagerly wait for my release. I'm representing for those who just want a piece. My message to all, fuck the hate, let's get the cake. A bag of shake and half a tank was all I needed to get my day going, hit the block to get my re-up. I'm hand to hand, ain't got no time to kick my feet up. It's 95 degrees, still I gotta keep the heater. This more than trapping, I'm direct to consumer. Outside running routes, this ain't what you're used to. Working like a motherfucker, up with the roosters. My whole family workers, I was bred to be a trooper. Time to suit up, pull up your bootstraps. The government cut funds and ain't no more food stamps. They don't represent us, I thought you understood that. Feeling like DMX, I'm asking where the hood at. I want an all-gold AK like them cartel hitters. Lil homie on the block, but my rep got bigger. I want a fat crib like Tommy, watching Belly on the flat screen. Street dreaming as I cook up dinner. I want an all-gold AK like them cartel hitters. Now I pack a 380, plus my chest got bigger. I want a fat crib like Ox, watching Belly in the trap. 24 karat plans as I pull on the swisher. I'm laid back in the castle, I'm lighting a spliff, watching for the fast move. Security cameras gonna catch you, Mossberg blast you. Your bottom line, you ain't have to. I rap for who I rap to. And yeah, I'm all for peace, but I be strapped too. My real G's spark up trees, I'll match you. Got a storefront, real business in the back room. I move so low-key, the feds don't know me. I Robin Hood the game and drop jewels for no fee. Youngins the code, the flow and feel like OGs. I walk with the people, ain't a fiend below me. I'm Christ-like, but my life is still trife. Partake in a protest and jump in a knife fight. My mind's halfway right, my 9 is right here. Spine don't fold, I'm paralyzed by no fear. Made a career, murking out this whack shit. Chow young fat shots will make them backflip. Believe I still rep that prestigious click. Barrel of a Desert Eagle by my Levi zip. I rip the bowl, getting blown in the zone and shit. I seen a lot, can't sleep on no sober tip, you dig? You don't hear me though. I seen a lot, can't sleep on no sober tip. I want an all-gold AK like them cartel hitters. Lil homie on the block, but my rep got bigger. I want a fat crib like Tommy, watching Belly on the flat screen. Street dreaming as I cook up dinner. I want an all-gold AK like them cartel hitters. Now I pack a 380, plus my chest got bigger. I want a fat crib like Ox, watching Belly in the trap. 24 karat plans as I pull on the swisher.
Yeah,
Man, let's talk about your creative process with that song right there.
yo, shout out to Ryan Rodella, Jim Tunes, that whole production team that's produced by Jim Tunes, as original beat. As soon as I heard that one, man, the cadences just started going like that snare. As soon as I heard that snare and I heard that twinkle in the beat, like, yeah, I just blacked out on it. But my creative process is I go through beats, and from what I hear in Corpus be popping, looks like we need to schedule a show there for sure. Corpus is popping, low key, big music community down in Corpus, big hip hop community in Corpus. The roster of talent there is crazy, from rappers, producers. It's its market, and I know it's a biased opinion, but that's my hometown. And yeah, Corpus is low key, lit on the music side of things for sure.
Hell yeah,
make a trip for sure. Was that? But yeah, on that song. But usually with any song, I go through beats, and if a beat speaks to me, like if it's something I could personally ride to or work out to or see myself like hitting the bag, like if it's something that feels like movement, you know what I mean? If it's something that feels like a verb, then I'll fuck with it. And then of course I like what's it saying? I mean, what's the music saying? What's it set in the scene for? Is it set in the scene for the come up? Is it set in the scene for the, you know what I'm saying? For the reminiscent? Like what's it saying? And then I try to, I'm a concept writer, so I'll dumb out. Don't get me wrong, I got my dumb out tracks, no hook, and I'm just rhyming, just saying the illest shit I could think of. But I'll try to think of a concept though for each particular record, and have each record have a function, like mean something. And like, this is gonna be for when you're whatever, you know what I mean? For when you're feeling like this, or for when you're feeling like that. So and then the pen just start going. Well, now it's more like thumbs. You know what I mean? Now I'm on the notes. So I still got my notebooks. Yeah.
Yo, big shout outs to Chris, man. That's my guy, King Creole, man. Another dope ass artist, man. He said, "Yeah, I feel that." Yeah, man. What would you say? What do you want? What message do you want? Are you trying to pass on, or do you want people to feel when they hear your music?
I want them to feel inspired. I want them to feel motivated, and I want them to feel like a connection. Like there's other people, at least one other person that they're hearing that's gone through what you've gone through. You know what I'm saying? I kind of want to be like the everyman's rapper. I'm not I'm not above nobody. I ain't harder than nobody. Pause. You know what I'm saying? I'm not nothing more than nobody. I just got this way of with words that allows me to speak for y'all that are just like me. But I want you, there's already a lot of fucked up shit out there. There's already a lot of negativity that you can consume. But I'm not saying I want to preach. I'm not saying it's all going to be sunshines and rainbows, but I kind of want you to be like going towards more of a positive route, even if it's hustling, but like you're doing it for the right reasons. Like, and my message is that there's an underlying theme of at least honor, at least trying to do the wrong thing the right way if you can. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not here to preach, but I kind of just wanted to drive you towards more like of a motivational, inspirational kind of direction.
Nah, and that's dope, man. Cause like with the shows we do, man, it's all about positivity. You know what I mean? So that's dope. So big shout out to Vicente Gutierrez, man, one of the top artists in the city of Houston. That's one thing. You have a bunch of artists and people popping up in this motherfucker. That's what I love, man. One thing about my podcast, man, you're gonna have artists, authors, somebody, you know what I mean? Business owners, you know what I mean? Producers.
Thank you, Vicente. Check it out. Thank you, bro. Yeah, man. I see, man. You got a large following, dog. Like, people fuck with you tough from all over.
Yeah, man. It's a blessing, bro. It really is, man. For a big shout out to all my followers, everybody's been down since day one, for real. What can we expect from you? What new songs you got coming out? Any tours you going on? What's going on? Everybody's like, why the fuck are they laughing? Because it's an inside joke. That's why. Let's talk about new singles and everything you got coming out first before we mention this tour.
For sure. Singles, we got Famous coming out featuring Gay Parker, top-notch producer, singer, all-around talent from our city. It's the first. I've known Gay Parker for years, like since I first jumped in the music game. He's my big bro Emax, like right hand. He was like his main producer. They had like a Snoop and Dre thing going. So Famous featuring Gay Parker, dog, and that's a radio banger for sure. It's definitely a feel good vibe. It ain't nothing too deep, but I'd be damned if I didn't snap on it. And the hook is not just fire, dog. And it's a good song for the ladies, if you will. Get my LL on. And but it's rap. You know what I mean? I'm rapping. Ain't no auto-tune, ain't no punching in. Like, I'm rapping. And Gabe is crooning, and the beat is banging, produced by Gay Parker, coming out through 1836, August 16th, Famous, like one of my favorite joints I've recorded. Like, one of the ones I do like to listen to, despite it being me. Like, I'm proud of that song. So look out for Famous. We've been waiting on the release date for a while. I know I told you June 6th. I told the people June 6th. It be happening. But yo, check it.
Yeah, facts.
36, because they're trying to pitch it. They were pitching it through to like the playlist, the curator's playlist, the Spotify's, the Apple Music's. They really put in a lot behind this record, and I appreciate that they didn't rush it, and they really made sure that the ducks were in a row. So that song's going to be everywhere, and y'all look out for it. Famous, August 16th. That's the official date, and that's also another date that lines up perfectly with what coming in. You know what we got going on. So I'll drop it. And then,
go ahead. Hold on, let me do the.
And on August 16th, the same night that Famous drops, will be in Beeville, Texas, opening up for Paul Wall with a special guest appearance as well. So we got the Paul Wall show August 16th, rolling out the Famous single. So it's gonna be lit. That's gonna be a lit day. So that's one. I ain't gonna take all the announcements, you know what I'm saying? But that's one. Paul Wall show, Beeville, Texas. Beeville, I'm coming back down the southern region of Texas. So it ain't too far from San Antonio. It ain't too far from my Corpus people. It's like an hour away from Corpus. So it ain't quite Corpus, but all my Corpus people, man, if you want to see me perform live at a lit show, Beeville, Texas, I'm gonna be there August 16th. Paul Wall, another special guest appearance. I'm bringing some hitters with from Austin with me. So Famous, Paul Wall, August 16th. Can't stress it enough. Beat me there.
Hell yeah! I guess I'll go ahead and make the next announcement.
What else we got? What else we got?
On Facebook, y'all seen. On Facebook, y'all seen I made a post talking about going back on tour for one of the top artists in the industry. This will be happening at the end of September. You want to tell them? Who it is?
You tell them. Who we got?
Man,
Who we got, Jay?
With Kurt Cobain. Let's
Kurt
go.
Cobain. Texas legends, man. We in there with Texas top tier talent, man. Paul Wall, Kurt Cobain's. 20 cities, did you say, for Kurt Cobain's?
20 cities, 20 shows, 20 cities. It might be more, but I think it's only 20 though.
Only 20?
Yeah, right.
Hey, I forgot. But you the 30, you know what I mean? You the 30 to Hollywood, you know what I mean? No sleep to Hollywood, J Records.
Shit.
Yeah, no. He said 20, that's light work. He said that's 20, that's light. It sounds slight. Now I see you, man. I hope to make at least 10, tell you the truth, to be realistic. If I can make 20, hell yeah. But I'm hoping to at least make 10, because that's gonna be lit, dog. Like, especially with the kind of music I do. I think me and Kirko gonna, you know what I mean, have that party jumping and feeling right, and you know what I mean, the good vibes flowing all day. We got T Phenomenon gonna be there, I assume, getting everybody in the right vibes as well. You know, all the 420 friendlies. Yeah, you already know.
Yeah, we got T Phenomenon coming. I'm not sure how many shows we're gonna get him on. Also, we have I talked to a few of my other artists. Bobby Bliss might be coming through. Jack the Ripper, Kenny Gemini out of Dallas. I'll be hosting all 20 shows. I'm hyped about that, man. So big shout outs to AG and 1836, man, for making that happen, man. For real, it's gonna be super dope.
Yeah, big shout out to AG, Kirby, Troy, everyone at 1836, and also special big shout out to Nate Entertainment for collaborating with 1836 and for working with us and for really hooking me up with the dope spot on that Paul Wall show, man. I never act like I always give credit where it's due. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna act like that shit was all based off me. I appreciate any favors done for me in this industry. I won't let you down. Shout out to 1836 Nate Entertainment, man, making it happen. Thank you.
Yo, appreciate that, King Creole. Yeah, that's gonna be dope, man. That's gonna be that shit gonna be crazy, man. Big shout out to my guy Cornbread. He's actually on that tour with Paul Wall. He's doing the keyboards.
I hope to meet them, man. Like I'm a big fan of their production. I'm very familiar with Beans and Cornbread. I don't know if it's Beans or Cornbread, but I'm Facebook friends with them and their page, their Beans and Cornbread page, yeah. I believe. Yeah. And I'm a fan. So hopefully I can link up with them. And
well, I know Cornbread is gonna be out there. I don't think Beans will be there.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what
check it out, man. Cornbread will be on the show soon. We were supposed to have him on the show a few weeks ago, but we had that hurricane. So y'all definitely check that out. That's gonna be dope. When we put it together, I'll definitely let everybody know about it. But yeah, man, let's talk about this tour. How do you feel about it, man? After just coming off the Afro Man tour, how you feeling? What's your thoughts?
Like we chopped it up earlier, right? I called you, or I forgot who called who, but we was chopping it up, and I was saying, bro, like I felt I had to go outside. I was at work, man, and I had to like take a 15 and just walk around the facility in the sun and just like really give thanks, man. I'm feeling thankful to tell you the truth. I know my independent artists out there, my underground artists know what it's like to feel like you just swinging the hammer at that cement, dog, and like that bitch won't crack. You know what I'm saying? And like when it just starts to crack and you starting to see like just gravel shit, man, you start feeling hopeful, like maybe I can break through this bitch. And that's how I'm feeling right now, dog. And it's a good feeling as an artist coming from the underground, dog. Like starting to see the light a little. So that's how I'm feeling, man. I'm ready. I'm gonna hit him with some new shit. I'm gonna hit him with some heat, and I can't wait, man. So be ready. We're coming through. It's gonna be some good performances coming out of us for sure.
Yeah, big facts. And same for me, man. Like I've been having this fire, you know what I mean? This fire in me, man, to take over the world. And I'm not gonna lie, man. After doing this Afro Man tour, hosting both the birthday parties in Vegas and Hollywood, yo, I'm ready to take over this fucking world, bro. I want to go worldwide, bro. You know what I mean? So after talking with AG this morning, man, and you know what I mean, being booked to host these shows, bro, it's a major blessing, man. It's a major blessing, and I'm ready, man, because man, you never seen a host like me.
I can't wait, bro.
Man, just at the Vegas Afro Man's Vegas concert, you know what I mean, his birthday concert in Vegas, for him to give me a shout out on how good I hosted the show, man, that was dope. That was major, you know what I mean?
How were the people feeling your vibe, like your stage presence? How were they feeling your hosting, dog? Were they receptive? You got to.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Vegas, man, I'm gonna keep it 100, man. That crowd was kind of whack, bro.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So the way that crowd worked, you know how I go with these shows, man. You got artists, you got people that show up for a certain artist. You know what I mean? And then you got people that always want to stand there in the motherfucking dark with their shades on, looking cool and shit. You know what I mean? So that's what that vibe that was. You know what I mean? So it's like they were rocking with me. You know what I mean? But it wasn't how I would have liked it to be. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, at least I know I did my part. You know what I mean? There was no negative vibes in them. Like they always fucking with me. It's just I didn't like the vibe. You know what I mean? Personally. Now California, on the reason Hollywood, on the other hand, had a few hundred people there. That shit was dope. They were rocking with me all night.
Okay.
Like, all night. We even did a video talking about, hi, mom. You know what I mean? Like, yo, that crowd was dope. Man, it was a little big shout out to this kid. I don't know his name now. Every single song he upstage. I don't even think he was old enough to be in that fucking club. He was probably like 12 years old. Okay. Yo, every song he's in the front, just singing every song. You know, and then DJ Mix get on stage on Too Loud Crew, big shout out to my guy and shit, and he's playing all them old school tracks, and that little kid is still singing them. Like you ain't even old enough to know these songs, you know what I mean? And like, so I get on stage and shit, and I bring him on stage with me, you know what I mean? And had the crowd give him a big shout out and cheering for him and shit. Like it was dope, you know what I mean? It was dope.
Yeah, that sounds tight.
It was really dope.
That's Cali. That's California, out Cali.
Yeah, in Hollywood. Yeah.
Okay.
That shit was dope. Yeah, like that. Like I said, that was my favorite crowd overall. This shit was.
You said people broke bread with you, right? They were so amazed. They was
some dude gave me like $60.
Hey, shit, take it.
I did.
Hell yeah.
I'm not about to block my blessings.
Hey,
but yeah, he was
you're doing a good job.
He was like, man, you a good host, blah, blah, blah. Like, I appreciate it, man. And to have a bunch of people come up to me afterwards, you know what I mean? Oh, I've been to plenty of concerts, man. You're the best host I ever encountered, blah, blah, blah. Your spirits, your you know what I mean? Your energy. So it was real dope, man. And that's how I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing in life. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean? To bring smiles into people's faces and shit.
Yeah, and not just to mirror what you said, bro, but it's because your energy, bro. Like, cause you got a good energy, fam. Like, it's a rare energy, and then you're real, you're genuine, and that's why, dog. That's why. You know what I mean, it radiates. You're a genuine one, and just keep being you up there, bro. It's gonna take you to the top, fam. Just keep being you up there, for sure.
I appreciate it. I really, really do, man. I appreciate it. That means a lot. Man, what would you say, man? What do you want your legacy to be once this is all done and said and the book is finally broke? What's your legacy?
Shit, I really want, like, not to start off with capitalistic talk, you know, on the art podcast, but I want my music to feed my family, man. Like, I want my kids to be all right. I want their kids to be all right. And if it's off of one record, two records, if I'm a one-hit wonder, but it's bringing in residuals for my family and they ain't got to worry about too much after I'm gone, that's what I want to do. There's only so many skill sets I was blessed with, and most of them require an uphill battle. So it's in music, you know, and music is that skill set I gotta make it happen with. And so that's I hope to be able to do that. And then I want to be forever in them barbershop conversations. Like, I'm from the underground. Like, I started rapping to impress my block. You know what I'm saying? I started rapping to impress Oso Park. You know what I'm saying? And my homies from the West Side. And I was rapping just so when my homies put on the tape, they could just be like, yo, like, I know what he's talking about. Like, that's crazy. Like, he put that situation in the song. So it's crazy. But I just rap still just to impress like my block and then and feed my fam. So I just want to be in the barbershop conversations. And when they talk about some of the illest to ever do it, I don't care if they agree, disagree. I just want to be in them talks, you know, like, hey, man, AB can't bring up spitters in Corpus or in Texas or in the game without bringing up AB. You know what I mean? Like, so I work at it.
Man, big shout out Bobby Bless, man. He's tuning in. What's going on, my guy? Man, let's talk about getting love outside of your city, man. Like we talked about it earlier, man. Like, it's one thing to get love in your city, man. Tell people how it feels to go somewhere completely different where no one knows you and they show you that same love, if not more.
It make you want to cheat on your city. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if it's just me, dog, like, or if it's just my hometown, but it's hard to get love out of my hometown, fam. Like, I'll never down talk my hometown, but Corpus, y'all know, dog, it's hard to get love back home. Like, I don't care what you doing, if you fucking selling wigs, or if you rapping, or if you got a food truck, dog, like, people gonna hate, and someone's gonna pop up with something you doing and start competing and then start throwing slugs and shit like that. Like, if you getting love, real genuine love from your hometown or from Corpus, then hey, keep at it, because you doing something right. So when I go to other cities, I feel like I didn't have to work as hard for that love, man. I feel like they just real receptive. Like, it's relatively easy for me to get love in other cities, and especially Austin. Like, and so it makes it feel like, damn, like, I gotta leave out of town more often. Shit, like, I'm like, hey, man, I love you. But what it is, I think it's just because people, and not in the wrong, it's just human nature. People take you for granted from your home city because you're not AB DVINCI or Jay Reckless. You like, that's the dude who used to work at Foot Action, man. That boy sold me like some J's back in the day, dog. Like, that boy ain't no motherfucker, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I be getting that shit. Like, that boy used to work at T-Mobile, dog. He ain't no motherfucker. Like, shut your ass up, bro. Like, yo, bitch, if I did tape, get the fuck out of my face. Like, boy, we got out here like that.
We got T Phenomenon too today. What's going on, brother? Man, hold up.
Shout out to T, man. Another great spirit and vibe out there, man. Like, honor and a pleasure meeting you, T. And we definitely gonna do some music in the future for sure.
Yeah. Matthew said tough skin, your own city builds character. Yo, that's facts. That's facts. And that's even with Bobby Bless. It took, just in the past year, I've seen the growth with Bobby Bless, and you know, he got that old school boom bap East Coast vibe. You know what I mean? So it's like it took him a little longer for people to catch on to his style out here in Houston. You know what I mean? But now that people done caught on, man, you know what I mean? Then like also like he don't play the background music. He just got the beat going. You know what I mean? He just did a show in Austin. They fucking loved him. He was on a little mini tour too in San Antonio. Austin was 2 stops he was in. But yeah, that shit super dope. Talking about music, man. We gonna run one more track before we go ahead and end this in about 10 minutes.
Shout out to Bobby Bless. Definitely got to do some work with Bobby Bless for sure.
Hell yeah. Famous. Let's play Famous.
Let's play Famous. A little sneak peek. Not available yet on any platform, but it will be, like I said, August 16th. So give them a little preview.
We're gonna give y'all like a little minute preview. Y'all check it out.
Shout out to Point.
Champagne with you, I'll get you poppin' if you let me. He can tell you that he loves you. I'd rather take you on a jet seat. He can give you everything you ever wanted, but I can make you famous, famous. Baby, 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 I can make you famous.
Can't stop right now, man, I'm too hot. Yeah, I'm known to get around like I'm Tupac. Top 2 and 9, ain't the number 2 spot. Gold digger, yeah, I can tell that you're not. More reason why I wanna cop a new drop. Give you the keys, put your fam on a new block. Them other dudes tell you everything you wanna hear, but pop up with me and jumpstart your career. Radio interview going viral in a minute. Have the whole city waiting on your world premiere. I ain't clean cut in the shit sucker suit. Only thing dirtier than my guns to loot. And he could probably put you in a new Bentley coupe, but I could change your whole life with a photo shoot, you dig?
Yeah, 1836, let's go.
He can buy you a Benz, or I can buy you a Bentley. He can pop champagne with you. I'll get you popping if you let me. He can tell you that he loves you. I'd rather take you on a jet seat.
That's a little sneak peek we're gonna play for y'all. But if y'all do tune in to the early morning mix, the lunch hour mix, and the Reckless Rush Hour mix, man, you can hear Famous exclusively on the Reckless Talk podcast.
Yeah.
Yo, let's talk about the creative process for that one too.
That one, I reached out to Gabe. I'm in album mode. I'm working on the album, the 1836 joint. And so it's got to be fire. It's got to be a step up from the previous shit, from the mixtapes, EPs, LPs, whatever you want to call them. So I hit up the top tier producers in my city, QB The Problem, Johnny Moog, and of course Gabe Parker. And it's the first time, because he ain't cheap. If you want to fuck with Gabe, he ain't cheap. Like, it was not a favor, but it was a favor in the sense that when I hit him up, he said, AB, I wrote something for you. I said, you know what I mean? You ain't got to sell me, dog. Just show me the hard drive. I'll pick something. Dog be like, no, I wrote something for you. This is you. From the tempo, from the hook, I wrote this for you. I said, word? So let me hear it. I said, oh, shit. I said, yeah. I said, for sure. How much? You know what I mean? And I broke bread with him, worth every dollar. And I got to work on it. And I started writing. And we were in the studio. We went to go shoot a music video at the Trailer Park Studios. We shot the Just for the Weekend video. And AG was trying to show the people from the video studio the 1836 studio. It was like, once y'all come back, we'll show you our facilities, you know what I'm saying? Just see how we get down. And so we brought him back to the studio. So he wanted something to showcase, man. He was like, so anybody got any music they want to record to show them how we get down? I got this record I got with Gabe Parker. I want to be part of the album. He said, throw it in, upload that shit. We bounced it. You know what I mean? Just as long as it takes to listen to is as long as it took to record it. I don't know if I was just turned. I don't know if it was the audience. It was like you know, you're looking in the studio monitors and there's like a whole bunch of people in the monitoring room. And it was like, oh shit, our label got his artist on display right now, you know? So that's those are my first and last takes you hearing. And we knocked it out. We smoked it, you know what I mean? And we knocked it out and mixed and mastered it. Well, Smoke Beats mixed and mastered that. Shout out to Smoke Beats, another top tier producer and talent in our city and veteran. So he mixed and mastered that, got it sounding real crispy. So yeah, a lot of hands, a lot of top tier talent on that record alone. So the album is going to be crazy. Like the whole album got to feel like that. I don't want there to be like just one shining star surrounded by a bunch of mid. You know what I mean? Like they're all going to be some gas like that. So yeah.
Hell yeah. Man, I'm looking forward for that album to drop, bro. Let's talk about something, because you mentioned a few times throughout this interview about having to pay. You know what I mean? Please explain the importance, especially for underground artists trying to make a name for themselves, the importance of it is to pay to play.
Well, coming up, man, like before I got signed, every major show that I got on, whether it was South by Southwest, whether it was the Yin Yang Twin show, I either had to pay to play or sell to play and sell them tickets. You know what I mean? To make up for the
to make your money,
to make the money back. And I know a lot of people or a lot of artists or people sometimes outside the game that don't even really know how it works may say that that's like backwards hustling, but it's important because you need that exposure to gain your fan base, to buy the things that have more higher profit margin than your music, like to buy your merch, to buy your hard copy media, to buy your t-shirts, to buy like your Delta 8 snacks that you're promoting like we did. And that's kind of where the bread comes from these days. So you need to pay, and you need to flip that that exposure you got into some kind of leverage it. In other words, you got to leverage it into a bigger play, or at least leverage it into some profit by selling merch, or you better collect fans and get their social media contact and stop acting like you too cool for school and go meet people and be like, yo, what's your Instagram? What's your Instagram? What's your Instagram? What's your Instagram? One by one. And Drippy Drew taught me that, man, like one of the young guns out of our city. And he was never shy about that. He built a big following by being a star on stage, but being real relatable in the public and just getting people's Instagram like a normal kid. You know what I mean? Like, what's your Instagram? And now like his following has grown to thousands. And I kind of coming from the old school, you know what I mean? And having to, not like the old school, but older school, pre-social media. You know what I mean? You got to implement the social media. So paying to play that's just, I don't know how, that's like the fly net. And then from that fly trap, you got to trap them flies. You know what I mean? You got to get them to stick to you. And it's and then it'll lead to a bigger opportunity where people be like, yo, that boy moves tickets, or he puts asses in seats. You know what I'm saying? So when it's time for you to just kind of stand on business and be like, yo, I charge now, you have a resume of shows that you rocked, of people that you brought in, and you stay doing business with the right people, and you keep your relationship up, and it'll flip one day, dog. Like, I'm at the point, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I'm not getting paid to perform yet, but the shows, like, that's how I got signed on a pay to play show. I sold tickets to the Yin Yang shows, and I sold tickets for the DJ Paul show, 3-6 Mafia, and that's where Gilly discovered us, if you will, where AG and them saw us perform, and Andy Munoz and Drippy Drew dropped a good word for us. They're like, yo, no, those guys are legit, and they signed us from a pay to play show, and now the label takes care of that, and I don't pay to play no more. I don't get paid, but I don't pay to play no more. But that's our next step. We working to build our resume up, drop hot records, do more hot shows to where the demand grows for AB DaVinci, not just the headliner. And then that's where the bread comes from. But it's a process. You can't start in the middle. You for damn sure can't jump to the top. It's called paying dues. And in the rap game, it's literal. You got to pay your dues, but you're supposed to flip it. If you don't flip it, and you my age, don't worry about what that is, and you still paying to play, that's on you. You know what I mean? And sometimes I'll still pay to play sometimes. If it's an opportunity outside the label and I don't feel like bugging the label to go into their budget or anything, like, I'll hustle and I'll pay my way or sell tickets for this upper opportunity to promote myself further. And the label does nothing but appreciate that I took the initiative. So, you know what I mean? You got to figure out a way for this music shit to work for you, because there's no rule book to it.
Yo, big facts. Yo, we got Matt. What's going on, man? He was the DJ for the Afro Man presidential tour. What's going on, brother? Matt said it's funny how the artists that don't pay to play have no fan base at all for years, and they keep complaining about it and start controversy. But the ones winning and making moves are those artists that pay to play. Big time facts. For real. Yep. Big time facts. And don't get me wrong. So I'm going to play devil's advocate. I guess I see it on both sides of the fence. I think the problem is you have a lot of promoters out here that's charging crazy money for ancient shows. You know what I mean? So I know in Houston it's like that. I'm not going to call out no promoters, but in Houston it's like that. There's a lot of people that's charging crazy price, hundreds of dollars for, and they show ain't shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that kind of scares off artists. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I tell artists, if you try with the concerts I throw, if you think you about to get famous off the shit I throw, you ain't about to do shit with your career. Because I'm just starting out myself with this concert shit. I've thrown probably like 15 concerts in the past year and a half. You know what I mean? So I'm still making my name on that aspect in Houston. You know what I mean? But there's like T Phenomenon. I don't know how much he just spent thousands of dollars in the past 6 months opening up for big time artists. And that's how he got in that position for Afro Man. You know what I mean? Like, it's all about, that's why I tell people, man, if you got a dream, if you're on a journey and you truly believe in it, man, you do everything in your power to make that dream happen and to make it to your destination.
Yeah, for sure. You got to, man, because it's either that or what's the alternative? You know what I mean? Just like bitching, you know what I mean? Like complaining, and then that turns into hate and then resentment for the people that decided to roll the dice, and then that turns into whatever, you know, animosity or whatever. Like, but that's on you, my G. Like, that's on you. Like, if you choose not to chase your dream, that's cool. But don't be mad at the people that did, you know what I mean, that did gamble on themselves. And that's what this is, man. That's what anything you do is. Even if it's a 9 to 5, you gambling. You gambling that hoe don't go bankrupt. You gambling they don't leave you, lay you off. Like anything, everything's a gamble, bro. Like so, just pick what you want to roll the dice on. You know what I mean, and have the skill set to back it up, and go for it, bro. Like that's all I can tell people, though. Don't be scared. Go for it. Because what's the alternative?
Big facts. That's like for me, man. Being on this tour and being in Vegas and Hollywood, it's like. Hold on, my bad. Let me catch it before Matt leaves. Matt said I gotta go. I'm driving. LOL. But AB, you were one of the artists that I have respect for on that tour. Your bars are fire, homie. Big time facts.
Shout out to Matt. I'm putting it together. Matt Mueller, the DJ.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hey, that was straight up. And like I said, I don't mean to just be mirroring what people say. That was the best DJ that I've had. The boy wasn't just back there chilling, like just. You know what I mean? Like he was holding me down. He was blending my instrumentals. You know what I mean? When I say, "Yo, DJ, let's run it back. Let's move it." You know what I mean? Go to the next one. He was there, like hitting the scratches and pushing me into the next record. So thank you, man, for being attentive and for really holding me down on the ones and twos. Because so many times I'll be like, "Yo, I got so and so holding me down on the ones and twos." Motherfucker back there hitting a vape. Don't know what the fuck going on. Like, yo, hey, my G. No, you know, you feel disrespected.
Man, big shout outs to all of them, man. Hammy, Dubsack, Chandler P, you know what I mean? Matt, you know what I mean? Big shout outs to all y'all guys, man. It was dope, man.
Yeah.
That's all massive. That's what 20 years of experience do. And my thing is, man, you know what people don't talk about? When the tours end, it's kind of sad, bro. It's kind of because you build relationships with these people. You know what I mean? Like, I think I was talking. I don't know if it was Matt or Chandler P, and I was like, I'm gonna miss y'all, bro. Like, I'm legit miss you guys. You know what I mean? Because you know, people don't see what we go through on the road. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like with my wife, she became the tour mom, and literally every city we went to, shit that was fucked up, she made happen. You know what I mean? Like every show, there should be an artist section for artists to sit down. You shouldn't have to sit at your booth, your mirth booth the whole time. Man, she got us a whole corner to ourselves, man. Couches but every city, you know what I mean? Matt was like, man, yeah, we need her.
People don't see that. They think all that shit, like you'd be surprised even in the majors how like they need a player like that to make that happen, because that shit don't come out of bad. There's so many moving parts on the show and the tour that should literally be slipping people's minds, or so many things to account for. So there's so many parts to play, and like, you know what I mean? Anyone willing to do that, salute. Because yeah, it's like, I don't want to make it seem dramatic or disrespect, but it's like we troops all going to war together. You know what I mean? Everybody just with something on their back, like just and you bond with the man to the left and the man to the right of you. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to win these people over record by record. And yeah, straight up, you ain't lying, man. It was like a little family out there, bro. I want to be back on the road with y'all. That team was tight. I had a good time with them. Hell yeah.
So this next one we got coming up with Kirk O'Bangs. I already talked with AB. We're gonna be staying in the Airbnb with you guys. So that's gonna be dope as fuck. That's gonna be real dope.
I feel like that guy on Meet the Millers. You guys got invited to an Airbnb?
I mean AG. I talked to AG.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
You know what I meant though. So yeah, that's gonna be dope. Oh yeah, you guys got an Airbnb. You guys got paid.
Yeah, you guys got paid. You guys go to Airbnb? I'm at a Super 8. No, I'm just kidding. I gotta talk to him about that. I should answer my phone more often. But yeah, hell yeah, let's do it. I'm down. That sounds like a good time. Let's do that.
Yeah. Man, it's been dope, bro. We could sit here and talk for hours, bro. So, but we got to cut this short.
Yeah, I'm finna get the pit started. Be the late night barbecuing Mexican in these suburbs right now.
Hell yeah. So, last question before we go ahead and end this, man. Actually, I got 2 more questions for you. Here's your chance to sell us your music, man. We all got $20 left to our name. We at the grocery store getting out our snotty-nosed kids out the car to go get them snacks. Tell us why we should spend our last 20 on you, on your music, instead of buying groceries for our kids.
Instead of buying, don't do that. Buy them groceries for your kids. I will judge you. I will judge you. I will call CPS on them. No, feed them kids, man. But yo, the reason why you should pick my shit over like a dub of some gas, you know what I'm saying, is because it's something you can get high to over and over and over and over again. It's the gift that keeps on giving, man. Like, if you want to feel something again, if you want to feel that hip hop where like you felt it in your soul, you know what I mean? That gives you that ugly face, that gives you that goosebumps, you know what I mean? And that's a high that people chase. Like, you know what it was that first time you fell in love with hip hop. Like, it's a high that you've been chasing ever since, and you looking for that record today, and it's hard to find. It's in here. It's in here. Yeah, I'm assuming we still selling tapes if you said sell the shit, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now they just add the shit. Like, if you ain't gonna just hit the plus button for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's wrong, man. This was fucked up. But yeah, if we still selling media, yeah, it was worth. Well, I moved a lot of tapes in my day, man. Back in the CD, I moved a lot of tapes. I used to make a good amount of guap on them tapes. And yeah, man, I'd be like, if you want to really feel some shit, you want to feel that true shit, that A1, you know what I'm saying? That puro, it's it right here.
Big facts. Yep. All right, you got me, man. I'm not gonna smoke today. You got my 20.
Yeah.
I said, great interview. Can't wait to kick it with you again. Hey, be cool, folks, for real. Big time facts.
Thank you, family.
All right, last question, man. What advice would you give to the next generation that's trying to pursue their goals and dreams? They don't even got to be artists. You know what I mean? Anybody, entrepreneurs that just want to pursue their goals and dreams, what advice would you give them?
I would, other than just like something cliche, like you see on a poster, like believe it and achieve it, or just do it. I would my true advice step by step, I say that think of a plan, like develop a plan, write it down step by step, like what the first phase looks like and what the second phase look like, because the first phase of success is not going to look like the 30th phase of success. So you may be feeling like you're not succeeding when really you're not just recognizing the first phase of success. So write down what the first and second and third phase of your plan and what the success should equal. Like, meaning like my first goal is to drop this first tape. And from this tape, I want to at least be able to see my social medias grow by 1,000 people based off the heat off of this music and the shows I do off of this music. And then you go from there, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be, but develop a plan, write it down, and then really execute it. And I don't care what it is, if you're in real estate, music, there's always an unsexy part of the gig, the shit that you don't want to do, the shit that's not fun, the shit that's not recording the music, all the in-between shit, the filing your shit with BMI, or I'm speaking to music, but whatever that is to you, the not sexy part of your passion, do that shit first. Get that shit out the way, because it's those little things, them hard, minute, but very crucial things that you don't want to do that separates you from the person that got to the next level, that filled out the paperwork, that sent that email, that fucking built that website, that learned coding. That shit ain't sexy. That shit ain't fun. You know what I'm saying? But you got to do the tedious work as well as the fun shit, the shit that no one sees. Do that, and you'll be all right. You'll start seeing your shit snowball into something
big time. Big time facts, man. Man, we're gonna go ahead and end this. Like I said, we could be on here for hours just talking, chopping, man, for real. Man, I definitely look forward to seeing you at the end of September. I'm gonna try to make it on the 16th also, for the Paul Wall. I'm not sure yet. But man, we'll definitely see you on tour, man. And I got to go AG, because I don't even know what the dates is. He's supposed to send them to me tonight and shit. But man, like I said, you a dope ass artist, bro. Dope ass dude. Man, I truly believe you could be a worldwide name. I truly believe that, man. So I definitely wish you success beyond your imagination. And it's coming, bro. It's definitely coming. Just stay that course. And don't stop being so humble, bro. You the shit. Own that shit. Like real shit. Own it, bro. Own that shit.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I wish the same on to you and your squad, your family. Likewise, man. You deserve it. So thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for having me on the show. We got to do this again. I want to do this in person in the studio. I'll be in Houston soon. My boy Castro Escobar wants me to go out to Houston. I'll probably do another JVAS show out there as part of the promo run for the single. So I'm gonna be in the H, man, and I'm gonna tap in. We're gonna lock in for sure.
Let's make it happy, man, for real. It's saying that this your boy Reckless Talk with the Reckless Talk podcast, Reckless Talk Sports Podcast, Reckless Talk Management Promotions, A1 Music Empire, Houston City Beat. We are the storytellers of Houston. Man, we are done. It's a wrap. This is episode 136, kicking it with hip-hop artists, AB DaVinci. Big shout outs to 1836, man, for real. Big shout out to our sponsors. Otto's Root Beer, greatest root beer on earth, brewed in Huntsville, Texas by Brew Nation. J-Rag Distribution LLC. Smash Wagon, best burger on earth. If you're in the Beaumont, Texas area, go check them out. Even if you're not, drive out there. It's worth the fucking drive. I made that drive just to get some burgers. Go get them. And Hoodlum Nature Records, man. We truly appreciate you guys. Yo, we are out of here. H-Town.
Peace.